I'm Lauren. I'm the owner of a women's wear label called MOOLK. We design breastfeeding clothes for postpartum mums. Before starting the e-commerce equation, what I struggled with most was feeling like the business had plateaued and really hit a ceiling that I didn't know how to get past, even though I knew the business hadn't reached its full potential yet. It just felt harder to make sales than it ever has before, and I think buying habits had changed over those COVID years, and coming out of them, it was just finding that new normal, I guess. Another thing we were struggling with was we had become a release reliant brand, so most of our revenue would come in a really short period of time, and outside of those release periods, daily sales were non-existent, and it's certainly not a sustainable model of business. So we really wanted to move into a more evergreen approach and have those day-to-day sales coming in as well. I decided to choose the e-commerce equation over other solutions because there's no smoke and mirrors, there's no fluffing it up, trying to make it sound like it's something that it's not. It's just real results that you can tangibly see with other businesses that are like mine. I really liked the onboarding process with the e-commerce equation. I found it really easy to just dive into the work, but being guided into where to focus your energy on in the beginning. They just set you up with those foundation tools and strategies, and from there it's really up to you as to where you want to channel your energy. One of the most valuable tools that I have found to date is the e-commerce equation spreadsheet itself. It's just the foundation for developing all the other strategies moving forward. Another tool that I found really helpful is called the preloaded year. It basically just gives you 2020 vision for 12 months in advance. This is planning on a level that I've never done before. Being part of the e-commerce equation community is one of the most invaluable parts of being a member. Being able to ask questions, and even just small questions, and they actually give you answers that you can use. It's just, I've never come across that before. And I don't even need to ask the question because someone's already asked one similar, and there's just a plethora of information that's come from someone who's actually used and implemented it, and I can take it on board as needed in my business. So over the last 3 to 4 months since I've been a member of the e-commerce equation, our daily sales have increased 300% outside of release periods, which has been a big goal since we joined, was to really boost those day-to-day sales. So yeah, in such a short period of time, you can see results. There's no two ways about it. So in one of our first calls with Jay, it was one of the onboarding calls, he said we needed to manage our whelm levels, so not be too overwhelmed or too underwhelmed. And he was delivering us a lot of juicy content, and I knew in that very moment he understands the mind of a small business owner. He makes business make sense. That's probably the best way to describe him. The e-commerce equation is for any business owner or e-commerce owner that has the drive and the determination to grow the business. Through working with the e-commerce equation, I discovered that I do know what I'm doing. I do know how to talk to my audience. I do know how to connect with them in a way that is meaningful to them. My ads are very successful, even though I guess I had a lot of self-doubt. It has given me superhuman levels of confidence. I make the time for the e-commerce equation because I can see the results, and honestly, I'm having so much fun implementing all the strategies. It sort of doesn't feel like work, and the fact that you're having so much fun and getting such awesome results just makes it easy to slip into your day-to-day scheduling, even though I have a lot of hats that I have to wear.